At his rally in Vegas over the weekend, Donald Trump said a couple things. When talking about the heat, he said, I don't care about you. Just don't die. I need your vote. And I might be getting that quote out of order. We need every vote. And he said, "Oh, the media is going to say I said something completely horrible," and the crowd laughed. Well, I don't think Donald Trump was joking. That is typical Donald Trump. He doesn't care about his voters. We know this. He doesn't care if they die. He said the same thing here in Iowa when we were going through a record blizzard. You know, I don't care if you die after. Just get out and vote for me. We need every vote. So that's who he is. He really doesn't care. The other thing he said is he doesn't want to, or he's going to make new tax law so that tipped workers don't get taxed for their tips. Sounds all good and well. Problem is, he's said other things in the past. He's done other things in the past that would not let tipped people keep all their tips, and would change how they get taxed. Donald Trump doesn't care about the young people. He doesn't care about the poor people. He doesn't care about the middle income. He only cares about the wealthy. The only people who he's actually going to fight to get a tax break for, a permanent tax break, are the rich. If he cared about not taxing tipped employees, why didn't he include that in his 2017 tax cuts? And if he really cared about the poor people, why did our tax cuts expire when the riches were permanent? So he doesn't care about any of that. But of course, everything he said was met with cheers. And now there's evidence out that at least a good section of the crowd were paid actors, because he has to pay people to go to his rallies now, because he's not drawing the crowds he used to. He's also holding them in smaller and smaller venues because he can't either afford the venue or he knows he can't draw the crowd. So ultimately, what we're seeing is a man who has a huge ego, who is becoming more and more irrelevant day by day, who's now 34 times convicted, having to pay people to come cheer him on because that's what his ego needs, because that's the only way he feels important.